Alright, hello guys, welcome back to Terraria 1.4.4 Melee Master Mode Part 12. So, we are approaching the tail end of this series now. We did a lot in the last episode. It was a very big event. We took on, as you can see, Pumpkin and the Frost Moon. We got the North Pole, most specifically. That's what we most cared about. But we also got some other stuff. We got the Christmas Tree Sword. We got the Horseman's Blade. And I think that's actually it. Oh, I did get the code 2 from the Traveling Merchant. Not important, but just wanted to point that out. I did also say in the last episode that I would try the Frost Moon again. I got 2.5 platinum now, so it's gonna take a little bit to get back. It's always like, it's been an up and down experience with me and money in this game. Like, before I said we had like 24 platinum and I said we'd never have to worry about money again. Later that same episode we are at 1 platinum, so we should never say that again. I will not say that again, but we have done just about everything we can do before Golem. I mean, we didn't do Duke Fishron or Empress of Light, but I saved those until after Golem because, I don't know, it's just the progression of things that I kind of like to stick to. But anyway, we did that for today. We can throw that out. Agenda for today is finish Pumpkin Frost Moon if needed, which is not necessary. Golem is the big thing today because Golem got buffed in 1.4.4 and I'm very interested to see how difficult he is because, as I said in a previous episode, I've never thought Golem was as easy as people say. I don't know if it's just because I'm bad or I don't know, but I've always thought Golem was a little bit of a challenge. Like, I'm not saying he's the hardest boss in the game, but like, I think you do have to prepare for him, like, because most people I see online, it's like, oh, Golem, you can kill it with like Cobra Short Sword and like full health and like one defense, and like I never really believed that. I never really saw why people thought he was so easy, but with all this stuff we should be alright. Like, we got super good modifiers, super good armor, defense, accessories. Like, we've done just about all the preparations we can do. So with that being said, we are going to do that. After that, we're going to head into Motion Madness, get the Influx waiver. Cosmic Card Key should not be necessary since we have the Witch's Broom. But, you know, we can get some money from that anyway, and we'll see what else we can get. Last thing is Duke Fishron. We need the Flareon, we need the Fishron wings. Shrimpy Truffle, I would like to get anyway, because that is pretty good mobility, but Flareon is mostly what we need. And Fishron wings, that will be very useful. So, those are the three things we're going to do this episode. Empress of Light if we have time. I doubt we will, since that's going to kind of be a full episode kind of endeavor. But, let's get prepared for Golem. Now, the thing about this, which is going to be interesting, is that we have 16 power cells, which means at most we can summon Golem 16 times. That's not including any power cells we might get in the temple itself. So, we're going to be fighting Golem a lot, and for that, we're going to need a couple things. I want to bring my bed down there for my spawn point, because, actually, have I made a spawn point down there? I don't think I've made a spawn point down there, so we're going to want to 100% do that. I'm gonna bring, we have a lot of spooky wood, let's actually get around to using that. I'm pretty sure I had a bed somewhere. It might actually be down there in the jungle right now. Right here, is it there? No, I think we actually moved our house. Yeah, we moved it over here. Is there a bed? There is not a bed there. So I think it might actually be in the dungeon, because we're doing a whole lot of spawn point stuff. Yeah, see, right there is our bed. We can make another one very easily though. And once we're there, we're going to need to get a lot of potions and a lot of stuff, because as easy or hard as Golem is, we're going to need to do him a lot. And if we die while fighting him, then that's just going to make things a whole lot worse, because we don't want to have to go back and forth like every single time we die. I'm not sure if Light Force Potion is necessary. I know I can make them, but I'd like to save it for the Moonlord if possible. Swiftness Potions will be good. I'm just going to take all of them. We can make more, and like, they're not the most like valuable things ever. I'll take some Iron Skin, of course. I will take some of those. Take some Endurance Potions. We don't actually have Wrath Potions anymore. We used them all in the fucking Frost Moon. Hunter Potion we should need. This, in theory, should be enough. I'm gonna take some coffee, and I'll take a few fruits as well. I don't know if it's gonna be that like blazingly difficult. I'm not expecting like the hardest thing ever, but I just want to be prepared, alright? I don't think we've died in a boss fight so far this series, so I'd like to keep it that way. But anyway, without any further ado, we are off to fight Golem. So, we basically already talked about what we're gonna do. Actually, wait, no. I forgot some things. I wanted to try our new swords against the against Golem, and I know what that means. We're gonna have to reforge them. Okay, Christmas tree sword, just be nice to me, please. Be somewhat nice. Unpleasant. We can do better than that. Oh god, please. Godly, thank you. I didn't need that, but thank you. Okay, I really wanted to try those weapons against Golem, especially Christmas tree sword, because I feel like it's probably overshadowed in most situations by the other two, but I feel like this is where it could really shine, so I want to try it. And we have 16 attempts against Golem, so if it does turn out to be really easy, then we can experiment with a whole lot of different stuff. And here we go, we are nearly at the temple. It honestly didn't take as much time as I thought to get over here. But we should probably set our spawn point somewhere around here. Probably at the entrance would be best. I think there's a lot of water here, though. I think that's kind of the problem. Let's see. We can do it, like, right here. I think we'd have to get rid of some of these walls, but I think that's a decent place. I don't know if you can actually set your spawn point inside the temple itself. Like, I don't know if it's a problem with the walls, or if that's just not possible. Or maybe it is possible, but I think right here is a decent enough location. Alright, here's our nice spooky looking house right there. We got a spawn point. And let's go do this. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. For some reason, Golem just kind of makes me nervous because I feel like with how many people say he's easy, I feel like somehow this like hidden obligation to just like absolutely destroy him and be like, okay, that was easy. But like, I feel like in the past I struggled with Golem when everyone else said he was easy. So like, and he was buffed, so now I feel like if I do badly, I'm like, I don't know, somehow disappointing people. I don't know. I don't think that's exactly what I'm thinking of, but like, just like this weird kind of pride I have for myself, like these standards I'm setting that I kind of want to live up to. I don't know why, but it's not, oh, I don't want you here. I don't think I've actually ever fought a Hollowed Mimic, so I guess first time for everything. Alright, Psycho Knife, take care of him. Oh, let's not die though. There we go. No chance for Psycho Knife, not even close. And we got some money out of that, which we desperately need. I don't know how we let ourselves get that low. Well, actually, I know it was Terrorblade, but I don't know what came over me when I was doing that. It won't happen again. It's probably gonna happen again. But it looks like we are here, so the room is not. It's a decent amount of size. Like, well, I also have to put in platforms. That's something I forgot about. Okay. So we gotta put platforms over the top of this. I don't know how high they're supposed to be. I guess this will do. I don't know. Oh god, I don't want to die. Wait, hold on. Luckily, Christmas Tree Sword has a lot of projectiles, so it should pretty much keep them away from us, like, indefinitely. Got a unique little strategy here. I don't know why, but I kind of want to try this little staircase, like, leading off of the platform. I don't know, I'm just thinking about it, like, when I'm in the fight, I'm gonna dodge stuff, and like dipping down a little bit lower might put some more distance between me and Golem. I don't know, it might be the complete opposite, but you know, every single time I've done a straight platform, so I'm gonna try something new, and if it fails, it fails. Hey man, failure is my middle name. Alright, we got this little thing here. I don't honestly know what else we can do. I mean, this is about as much as they've given us to work with. I'm gonna switch to Horseman's Blade. This is about as much room and as much preparation as we've got, so I mean, I guess we remove these. This Angry Trapper's pissed me off. We remove these, we remove the spikes, and I think that's about all we can do. I think we just gotta go for it and hope we win. I'm a little unsure as to what weapon to start off using, because there's a lot of stuff we can use. I'm not gonna use my tools. Alright, wait, first things first, let's dump all this stuff in here that we don't need. We'll keep those things. Those things I would like to have. My money I can put away. Actually, I should probably put it in my money specific container. Oh my god, I don't even have a platinum. Guys, don't. I do not think we will need our tools for anything throughout the fight, so I'm gonna keep my other swords here. Like my other two, Christmas Tree and Horseman's Blade. I'm gonna keep those at the far edges, because I'd rather have my keybinds like in this order that I'm used to, rather than putting these up here and like being completely confused. I'm a little nervous, but I think we're ready to start. I'm going to clear out these guys first. I think just to ensure that we, just to give us the best chance of winning, I'm going to start off with the Terrorblade, and we're going to see how that goes. Actually, I just thought of this. Brilliant idea, I know. I'm going to block this off, because I don't want anything getting in when we're doing this. Alright, as usual, if nobody has any questions or commands, I'm going to get started with this. Luckily, these guys are taking up all the spawn rate, so nothing should be down here. And let us get started with it. Alright, buff up. We got new and improved Golem. Super tanky, and we cannot deflect the fists anymore. So, we're going to start off with the Terrorblade. We're just going to see how it works. Use the basic. Let's not try anything crazy on our first attempt, because I want to get used to how the fight works without doing something crazy and like regretting it later. But something I'm not too fond of is I think he can actually jump up to my platform. I think if I stand here and if he jumps up to me, he can actually hit me with his head. So that's not something I could have really prepared for, but you know, it's something to know for next time. But Terrorblade is doing wonders against this guy. His fists are actually almost dead, which I did not expect. So it was a good start. He's starting to fire the lasers though, so we want to be careful of that. Fists are actually gone already, which is pretty crazy. Terrorblade is serving us well, but the lasers will speed up, so keep movement up. And in Master Mode, he does some pretty decent damage, so I'm going to heal now. Use the techniques we learned from dodging the Santas in the Frost Moon. His body is almost down, but I'm taking some good damage. Oh dear. Alright. Oh god, I'm taking good damage. Come on, finish him off. Finish off this face. Alright, nice. Alright, so now his head is detached. We should be able to dodge around like this. He has a lot more health in his body. 28,000 is way more than he ever had. So I'm thinking if we can stall it for a next health potion, a decent idea might be to actually just do this. To stall, and once we have a health potion, we can kind of finish him off. I'm doing a terrible job of dodging, though. I'm a little bit ashamed. So we definitely do need to raise this platform next attempt, because that's probably what's causing us a lot of the pain. Alright, health potion time. Let's go back in on him. Here we go. Alright, so almost full health. We should be able to finish him off right here, right now. I do gotta work on my dodging, though. This is embarrassing. Let's go in right now. Be careful, though. Dodge the lasers. Like that. Beautiful. And right back in on him. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Golem is down. So, I will say, that was a decent challenge. It wasn't... Okay, either Golem, not bad. Shiny Stone, not bad. Beetle Husk, very important. So that was not bad. That was actually... Oh, wait, actually... My buffs are gonna wear out, so... Let's try Christmas Tree Sword, because I feel like this thing is actually gonna be really good. So... That was definitely not bad. It was... I think I was struggling a decent bit to wear him down there. And also, the dodging, I think definitely wasn't my strong suit there, but... It did not go badly at all, so... I think we can take the stuff we learned, we can do this a bunch more times, and... Yeah, I think we'll be alright. These ornaments are definitely doing a number on his fists here, because... Like, there we go. One of them is already down, so if we stay up above him like this, and we try not to move back and forth, that's actually best, because most of the ornaments will actually hit him. I would argue this is even doing better than the Terrorblade. Like, I think it's kind of a toss-up how well both these have been doing, but, like, the damage is really good, and, like, just the raining down constantly is, like, really preventing him from being able to do much. It's also nice because we don't have to aim with this thing. As long as we aim up, the ornaments will fall back down and hit him, so that's definitely something good about this. One downside, though, is that it's hard to see, like, actually anything because there's so much on screen. That's causing a bit of a problem with dodging these lasers. Okay, he's speeding up. Finish this, please. I don't want to die. Oh god, I might die. Oh shit. Finish him off. Oh fuck, I died. Dude, Golem is actually kind of hard now. Like, I don't know if it's because I just couldn't see shit. Okay, we gotta make some adjustments to our arena because that platform is way too low. I think I just realized why my pets have never been showing up like all this time. I think they were hidden. I think that might explain why. I'm not gonna talk about that any further, but just do with that information what you will. Alright, feel free to roast me for dying to Golem, but I just want to say, to be fair, that my first attempt I actually killed him, and my second attempt was the one I died. So technically, I still have a flawless track record. I just want to say that. This platform hopefully should be far better at actually staying out of the way of his stuff. Of course, we're going to want to get rid of these spikes, though. Alright, I think I'm good for round 2. I think that was definitely good. Like, oh, I don't have campfire. Okay, wait, we should do that. I don't have heart lantern either. That's fine though. I don't think that really would have saved us anyway. But Christmas tree sword definitely did good. I don't think it was a problem with that. I think it was just, well, the ornaments made it kind of hard to see, but I think it was more so a problem that like he could actually like jump up to me. Okay, now he can't. So it's just up to me dodging the fireballs and the fists. Horseman's Blade I'm a little bit more apprehensive on using because that actually means I need to get in close like this, and I think that's a little riskier because now we can't deflect the fists, so I don't think Horseman's Blade is best for this fight in particular. Alright, Christmas Tree Sword is good for this part. As the fireballs speed up, I think this might be a good time to switch to Terror Blade because we really want less projectiles because the fireballs do some of the most damage, so we want to make sure we can actually see those. Dude, this stuff is hard to dodge. Like, I don't know if I'm just bad, but like, this is low-key, like, difficult to dodge. I don't know what it is, but, like, I'm having a hard time with this. I'm thinking Scourge of the Corruptor could be a decent choice because the homing is really good because I want to focus on dodging more than anything else. Yeah, this might be the one because, like, Scourge of the Corruptor is not the best in some cases, but, like, I feel like this is one of the cases where it is really good. And also, I need to focus more on properly dodging the lasers rather than just running back and forth. So there we go. There was a good attempt, but let's get back into it. No time to waste. So let's try full-on Scourge of the Corruptor in this attempt. It is definitely not as good as it used to be because you can't deflect the fists, but Scourge of the Corruptor I think theoretically should be like a top-tier weapon for this. Because look at this, it's doing a lot of damage, and I just have to point in the general direction. I think proper laser maneuvering is probably the most important part because just moving left and right probably is not the best method. See, like, doing this, I'm actually able to dodge a lot of the lasers. Because if it jumps up like this, it's suddenly a lot closer to me. There's less distance for the laser to travel to hit me. So, I think that's one of the reasons I was getting hit so much. So staying away from Golem is probably just as important. You know, let's go into Terror Blade. Let's go. Just like old times, when Golem was easier. We could just run in like this. Like, even when it had full health on the body. But it's hard to do that now because we actually risk, like, dying, but alright, is there anything else we can try? Paladin's Hammer might be good, but we really need Reach. Flower Pow was probably decent, but it's probably not the best choice for this. I mean, the petals are probably decent. It doesn't stay out for very long, though, so that's probably not the best. I'm gonna try Horseman's Blade a bit, actually, but I think another problem with it is not just its range, but there's not many hitboxes on Golem to actually reach. Like, most of the time I'm just hitting the fist right now. Like, I actually have to be really close to hit the body as well, so I think that is probably not a good choice. And of course, the North Pole we need to try, so obviously this is a problem, because it doesn't spawn any snowflakes, but maybe just like going back and forth like this is not a bad idea? I don't know. I don't think this is the fight for North Pole. Like, this is definitely not, like, and the spear element of it alone isn't really enough, so I think Terror Blade, Scourge of the Corruptor, and Christmas Tree Sword are the best options for this. It might be a bit of a ballsy move, but I'm gonna try Psycho Knife, because, oh god. Okay, yeah, the hitbox is a lot smaller than I thought. Alright, Psycho Knife, we are not trying. I swear I try that in, like, every single fight I do, and it never works out. I don't know why. I don't know why I bother. I'm still gonna say my dodging abilities are not entirely up to scratch, or not quite entirely what I'd want them to be. But I feel like I've put on a pretty piss-poor dodging show in this fight. And I don't even want to blame, like, the lack of mobility on this, because I feel like the mobility shouldn't really be an issue with this. Like, I got a lot of space to, like, go up and down, left and right. I just feel like something about how close he is, like, most of the time really makes it difficult to get out of the way quick enough. I'm actually pretty impressed with the Christmas Tree Sword's ability. Like, if we stay perfectly above it like this, look at that, the fists are obliterated. Like, I'm taking damage, sure, but, like, look at that. As long as we move out of the way of the fireballs, like, this damage is, like, not even the Terror Blade can keep up with this, so, like, Christmas Tree Sword might not be better in, like, events, but in stuff like this, like, with Golem, like, this thing is really good. Also, I have a lot of respect for the Golem health buff. I think for the weapons you had available for him, I think one of the reasons I think why people considered him to be so easy was because, like, he just had, like, not enough health for, like, because for, like, mages you had stuff like Blizzard Staff and Razor Pine, or, like, even Razor Blade Typhoon if you went for Duke Fishron. That could, like, kill him in, like, literally 10 seconds. For Rangers, you had stuff like, I don't know, you had probably some, like, decent, like, rocket launchers, you had stuff like Mega Shark, Daedalus Stormbow that could pretty much rip him apart. Melee, you had stuff like Terra Blade, so, like, there's so many weapons that could just, like, rip through his health so quickly. This 76,000 health is, like, pretty considerable compared to what he used to have. Especially for the body in Phase 2, like, that used to be, like, you could tear through that, like, with, like, about any weapon in about 20 seconds, I'd say. But now, like, now you actually have to, like, think about what you're doing, because it's not, like, super free. You know, I'd like to give the Eye of Cthulhu a chance, because I feel like it used to be a very viable choice, and I feel like I've done a little bit dirty by not mentioning it, but I don't know, I think with the increased health, it's probably not as good. But I just want to see, like, what would happen if I just focused on the body of Golem. I want to see, I don't know, that might be a bad idea, but I think actually a problem with the Eye of Cthulhu now, more than it used to be, is that the fists are, like, a lot harder to hit, because you can't hit them anymore while they're punching out. Well, you can, but it's harder to. And also, like, while it's charging, you can't attack it, so I think that, if anything, holds the Eye of Cthulhu back more than anything, so I think that's not as much a viable choice. Probably in the second phase. I'll give it a shot in the second phase, but definitely in this first phase, you want to stick with something like Terra Blade. Yeah, see, because when you take down Golem this quickly and you leave the fist, that means the fists really speed up, especially if you leave them until the second phase, then the fists go really crazy, so you want to take care of the fist as quickly as possible, and we just barely got out of it then. So in the second phase, as I anticipated, oh, don't dash into him, Jesus. As I anticipated, Eye of Cthulhu is a very good choice. Just like using it against Pumpkin or the Ice Queen, it mows him down pretty quickly. It just, with the yo-yo bag, it really has that DPS it needs. So I wouldn't recommend using a yo-yo in the first phase, but in second phase, honestly, I think it's fair game. Also, after fighting him for like 10 times, I could say my dodging is definitely improved. Like, getting used to dodging the lasers and the fireballs, like, it's gotten a whole lot better. I say as I instantly get hit. But I feel like fighting him this many times, you definitely get used to his attacks a lot more. And yeah, we're mowing him down a whole lot quicker than we were before. Alright, we got the last attempt right here. It's been going a whole lot better. I've learned the fight like a whole lot more. It's a lot smoother than it was before. So, originally, I would say this boss was pretty tough. Like, honestly, I thought it was probably one of the tougher fights so far, but I think Golem is still a bit middle of the road. He's definitely not easy. Like, this right here is not easy. Like, I don't care what you say, I'm never gonna say Golem's an easy boss. Okay, maybe if you fight him in normal mode with like Duke Fishron gear, then like, yeah, he's free. But like, we're talking master mode here. Buffed Golem 1.4.4, master mode. Like, melee especially is probably one of the harder classes to use him against. He's a challenge. He's definitely not easy. But yeah, Golem, that was pretty fun. We did that like 16 times. I don't know how many of him I killed. We did kill 16 Golems. So, I don't know. Sounds like a clickbait YouTube title, but something like, I killed Golem 16 times in the new update, and this is what I learned. But I would say, I mean, who wouldn't want my valuable advice? But if I were to give advice, then just like stay very mobile, have a row of platforms up here, use a good like piercing melee weapon like Terra Blade, like Scourge of the Corruptor, Vampire Knives, Christmas Tree Sword, like a good rocket launcher or like a shotgun, something that pierces through, or use a good like piercing mage weapon. Use like Blizzard Staff, Razor Pine, something that can like hit through multiple parts of it. And summoners, I don't know, figure it out. But anyway, we are done with that. We can remove our spawn point here probably for the last time ever. So goodbye, Jungle Temple. And we made it back. We got some decent money out of it. We have not even touched the surface of how much we've gotten. But we did get the pick saw. So goodbye Pickaxe Axe and Chlorophyte Warhammer, you served us well. but we got a lot to sell and a lot to go through. We should probably open the bags first. Wait, before we do that, there's some stuff we can guaranteed sell. Don't need that or that or that or that or that. We can sell some of the trophies. There's multiple shiny stones, multiple sunstones. Let's open up all these bad boys. Oh, I was expecting them all to open there, but I guess not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice, okay. So I'd be very shocked if we didn't get all the stuff we needed. Did we get the possessed hatchet? Because I swear to God if we didn't, I don't see it. Did we actually not get the possessed hatchet? Oh my God, we didn't get the possessed hatchet. So I'd be very shocked if we didn't get all the stuff we needed. With 16, I just want to say with 16 power cells, we did not get the possessed hatchet. That is the most important. Like, yeah, Golden Fist is good, obviously, but possessed hatchet, really? That was like the whole reason I did this. What the hell's the point now? I don't know what to say about that. I really don't know what to say about that, guys. I don't know what to say about that. These wings, I don't care. We got a cool set though, I guess. Okay, I mean, god damn it. I really gotta go back in there and like farm lizards or like power cells. I went through all this stuff and it didn't even matter. Well, we got 335 beetle husks, which I would say is enough for what we need. Beetle helmet, of course. Beetle leggings, of course. Now this is the difficult part. The shell or the scale mail. If I was intelligent, I would have done some testing before this episode so we could actually figure out what was best. But I don't know what I don't know what's best here. I think it could go either way. I'm almost tempted to just like flip a coin for either one because how much defense is this? That's 27. So this would be like 7 less. This would be like 5 more. I might flip a coin, honestly, because I really have no preference. This is the professional level gameplay you clicked on this video to watch, by the way. Alright, I'm doing a Google search. Okay, it keeps telling me tails, which means shell, but I actually changed my mind. I want scale mail. I know that kind of defeated the whole point of that, but I decided I want scale mail because this is all about damage, and I am definitely confident in my ability to not die. I think I made a mistake. Okay, ignore that because we can't go back on that now. But, okay, we can sell these for like a platinum as well, though. I don't think we'll need any of these. I'll keep like 16 of them just in case we ever change our mind. I don't even know if we'll ever go back to make it, though. One thing we can make now with the sunstone is the celestial stone. And there's something else we need. I don't know what it is to make the celestial shell. We need the moon shell. Okay. I don't know. Wait, I can figure out with this. Haha. I need a moon charm. I feel like that's something I would have, right? Okay, it turns out they're dropped from werewolves, which, you know, I probably should have expected. But if we can get a full moon and we can grind for a little bit, I think that should be pretty easy to get. Because celestial stone is very good. Yeah, see moon charm right there. Celestial stone is very good. It's probably better than warrior emblem, so it's a more general accessory. Like, you get generally more buffs. So I guess we'll just wait for a full moon. Also, Paladin's hammer, I think we will replace. Paladin's hammer has done me well, but now we got the Golden Fist, which is pretty cool. It doesn't look that good, but this thing has crazy knockback. As usual, we're gonna get a good reforge on this and not waste all of our money. How much money do we actually have? We have 12 platinum, okay. So we're gonna get something good. We're not gonna like waste our money trying to get the best. Superior, that's good enough, see? Good enough. Past me wouldn't have done that. I would have tried to get something stupid. But I'm settling for that. I have the golem I don't think I need. I think that's more of a ranger thing to make the sniper scope. So I don't believe I actually need that. I'm gonna keep it around though, just in case. You know, it doesn't hurt anyone. Golem trophy we can put away. Paladin's hammer we can put back. Thank you for your service. Shiny stone I'm actually going to keep in my social accessories because this is actually very good if we want to like sit somewhere and wait for our health to regenerate, like during an event or something. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a full moon to me. Like, I don't know, spherical and all that. There's also a lot of enemies with costumes because, as I said, it's Halloween in real life, so... Oh, it is werewolf time. Okay. Let's not keep knocking them back, though. Oop, that's it. Moon charm. I think that was it, right? Did I get this? No, we got the moon... We got, like, the moon wing band thing or something. Moon shell, right there. And celestial shell. Nice. Okay. So, I think this thing should be... Look at that. Jumped up to 87 defense instantly. So if anything, that actually makes up for the beetle scale mail, like the defense hindrance, because that not only gives us a lot of defense, but it gives us more melee damage, more melee speed, melee speed, critical strike chance, life regeneration, defense, mining speed, and minion knockback. So like, this is the ultimate like beneficial accessory. It's even better at night, which means we should probably prioritize doing things at night, because then we'll get some extra buffs as well. I think here we've actually got our preferred accessory lineup. The only thing I'm iffy on is the soaring insignia from the Empress of Light. If anything, I would probably replace that with the Master Ninja gear. I don't know though. Like, I'm thinking if I have fish on wings, if I manage to get those, then that should be a pretty good replacement, because those are very powerful. So we shouldn't need infinite flight time as much if we get that. See this? We didn't mention this, but this is the Pixar right here. Not only is it super fast, but we got a quick modifier, and the Celestial Shell increases melee, increases mining speed. So this thing is absolutely immense, because I don't want to have to go through the twists and turns of the jungle, going back down to the temple, so I would rather no. As I was saying, the Pixar, motion probe also. How are we seeing it from here? Oh god, I don't want any more of you. That thing must be pretty close to the surface. What the hell? It's just chilling here. Okay, I don't really want to do that right now, but like, okay, I mean, I'll let him do his thing, but that's kind of weird. I've never seen one that low, let alone in a cave. Yeah, I don't remember if you guys know when I said, hopefully being here, for the last time. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that, but we are indeed back here, and we have more to do. Oh god, my house is flooded. Oh, it's more flooded. Oh god. Okay, I should probably stop letting. Oh no. Well, thank god I have this stone shell thing now, because I need infinite breathing time. So the stupid thing about this is that I've got to grind for more power cells, because it took, what, 16? And I didn't get the 1 in 7 chance that I needed. I got everything else other than the possessed hatchet, which is like, you know, I shouldn't even be surprised at this point. You guys have seen the story of my luck in this game. You guys wouldn't have known before, but I've uploaded all the evidence you guys need, and you know, from the series in the future, you should fully be aware and fully expect the things that are gonna happen to me. And I'm sure whatever's out there, we haven't even seen the worst of it. Oh my good god, look at how quick this is. Jesus, I don't know what this was. This must be the Celestial Shell working, but like, look at the speed of this thing. Like, okay, yeah, everything is faster, I just realized that. Like, Scourge of the Corruptor is probably faster. North Pole, look at this. This is much faster than it was before. Wait, check this out, check this out. Oh god, I'm gonna lose. Psycho Knife, you can't even see the Psycho Knife. Golden Fist is probably fast. All this stuff is much faster than before, oh my god. Yeah, like melee speed, they definitely increased that, like, no doubt about that. I'll finish it off with the Horseman's Blade. Yeah. You wanna just give it to me so I can go home and, like, be done with this? Ah, ha 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 ha, possessed hatchet. I don't even know what to say. It's late in real life. I've run out of interesting things to say. We got the possessed hatchet, and that's about it. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We spent a lot of time down there. Not as much as other things, but enough to fill out this whole bag of nonsense. But who cares, because we got the possessed hatchet. Psycho Knife, I'm sorry, but you are retired. Possessed hatchet, we are definitely gonna keep around. Flower Pal, I can't in good faith retire, because it's like the ultimate like crowd control thing. I'll probably use it during the Martian invasions. You know what? I'm getting rid of all of it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Actually, banner just for tradition. I'll keep the banners around. You know, just because we've done it so long enough. Like just leave it at that. Also, we are back to we're back to our former money count at 16 platinum. It's not the most we ever had, but it's pretty decently up there. There we go. It's all nice and taken care of. There might be some stacks of stuff in here, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. So, we've done everything we need to do with Golem. We've got Possessed Hatchet. Demonic's good enough. Superior is good enough. We've got our current weapons. We've got these two on standby, just in case there's a situation we need them in. But there will not be in what we're going to do next. And I think you guys all know what we're going to do next. It is Duke Fish Run. Wait. No, it's not. It's Motion Madness. I don't even know my own schedule. Okay, that's actually really awkward. Okay, so in that case, we might want to keep these two things around. just in case. So to find the motion, whoa, wait a second. This corruption actually spread kind of quickly. I didn't, oh wait, don't die please. I think these guys are capable of handling themselves, but I was about to say that we need to find the motion probes on the outer thirds of the world, but the corruption has actually spread pretty decently. I didn't think it was going to spread this quick, but I guess with all the time we spent like grinding and doing dumb stuff, then it has kind of crept up. But actually what we could do is we could dig all this out with our pick saw. We could dig out a pretty decent tunnel so the corruption can't spread over. So that could actually be a not terrible idea. I mean, the tunnel is pretty close to them, but if we make it wide enough, it shouldn't really matter. Also, if we make it wide enough, then it'll take a long time for the corruption to like cross under it. So that should be fine. See, now that we actually have like a really good pickaxe and like additional mining speed, it actually lets us do a lot that we couldn't be able to do before. Like with pickaxe X, like I wouldn't have wanted to do this. Like this is a pain in the ass to do with anything else. Shroomite digging claw is also very good, but I just didn't really get around to making that. Pick saw also is an axe, so we got the utility that we need. Like look at this mining speed. This is immense. This is definitely wide enough tunnel, I believe, to not have the corruption spread, I think. Like I'm not a master in like preventing the corruption. I usually just let it spread, like as long as it doesn't get in the way too much. But like this tunnel should definitely be enough, right? I think it should be. Alright, let's not worry about that right now. But yeah, we need to find the motion probes. Luckily we have infinite flight time. Normally if we didn't have this, we would want the cosmic car key, because that allows infinite flight as well. But this is expert mode we're talking about, so this is an amateur hour. We got the witch's broom, so basically what we're looking for is the influx waiver. That's pretty much it. Unless we find, like, I don't know, anti-gravity hook is pretty cool. I like to have that. But other than that, there's not a whole lot we need to do with the motion invasion other than kind of just to say that we did it, honestly. Like, influx waiver, I don't know if that's even better than the Terra Blade anymore. I know the influx waiver was nerfed, like, a little bit by 10 damage. And the Terra Blade was, like, I don't know if you want to call this a buff, but for all intents and purposes, I would call this a buff right here. And here's our motion probe. We'll talk about all that at a later date, because it is motion madness time. So, let's get this going. We got our saw. Motion madness is pretty tricky, so we want to make sure that we are doing our best work here. I'm going to try out the possessed hatchet a bit, because it's a very safe weapon. Like, you don't have to worry too much about it. It just basically homes in on anything you need. Okay, we've got a little bit of a lack of enemies here. Speaking too soon, though. So, a lot of stuff in this event has, like, very strange, like, debuffs or something. Like, I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but we want to be very careful to avoid all these projectiles. Like, these little zapper guys, like, and the turrets they build, we especially want to avoid those. Like, look at this debuff. I'm, like, losing all this health super quickly. Like, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. We really want to avoid that. Terra Blade, of course, will be super good for this, and basically super good against anything. Most of the time, I would say the motion saucer is what we're looking for, but honestly, like, there's not a ton we get from the motion saucer. Other than the influx waiver, like, it's basically just, like, taking down these enemies, and, like, there's not really a whole lot other than that. Normally, we'd just be waiting for a motion saucer, but it's kind of like, ooh, anti-gravity hook. I wasn't actually expecting that. But that allows us to do this. Allows us to rotate around like that. It's a little bit goofy, and I don't know, the functionality I don't think is as much as it's just fun to play around with. That's kind of all I wanted it for. We could also get the Skutlix mount, because I think they actually made that easier to obtain, so we can try that out. And we really need to take care of these turrets. Flower Pow and Terra Blade should be the best at this. Ooh, not that. It's like the old one's army things, like the little bomber guys that fly in. That's basically like the motion drones. We're actually losing a lot of health, so let's try and stay back. Let's use the possessed hatchet a bit. So yeah, I don't want to be dying too much. We're about 25% of the way through, which is not bad, but we do want to start getting some of those motion saucers. North Pole is probably a decent choice for this, because we can really just like rain down all these projectiles, and it's gonna hit these guys over and over again. I'm also a little surprised we haven't seen a motion saucer yet. I don't know if they changed these. Actually, no, I don't think they would have changed it, but I don't know if the original rule was that, like, same with the pirate invasion, where the Dutchman wouldn't show up until 50% was completed. I don't know if that's the same with the motion saucer. It might be. I might just be stupid, but... Or I could just be unlucky. Probably a mixture of the two. Oh, here's motion saucer. Okay, we gotta take care of all of its 81,000 health. So motion saucer is a little bit of a pain to deal with, but with some proper dodging, it should be okay. The death ray, of course, is the thing to watch out for. Tailblade is probably the best. I want to try out a couple other things with it, though, like the North Pole. Oh, death ray, we gotta be careful. I am losing significant health. Okay, let's be careful here. Maybe we should just stick with the Terrablade. It's the thing we know the best, after all. Oh god, oh. I've kind of died like a bunch. I've died 3 times already. I mean, it's a difficult event, and we're just coming off of Golem only, like, no other stuff, so... It makes sense that it's difficult. I think we should just be straight up using the Terrablade mode. Not getting any motion saucers, and that's kind of... Oop, never mind. I was talking too soon. So Terrablade, okay, this is absolutely what we should be using, by the way. Alright, dodge these guys. Perfect. Don't want to go too far, though, because I don't want it to despawn. Yeah, Terrablade is what we absolutely need to use for this. And, okay, the lasers are gone, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. And Berserk mode, okay. So for this phase, I'm going to try to use the hatchet, because that's kind of just a safe choice. We got to go back and forth. That's all this part is, back and forth. I need the boom for this. Nice, okay. Just back and forth motion. Don't get tripped up by it. This death ray will probably instant kill me, so we cannot get hit by this. It does at least like 400 damage. But once we get the pattern, it is not too bad. Can I use Golden Fist here? That's not the right thing. Golden Fist, that might make it a little easier. Come on, almost there. Influx Wave would be cool. I would not mind that. Nope, of course not. We're actually 98% done, so we could theoretically get in another saucer. Oh, there we go, okay. See, this Terrablade is absolutely incredible at this. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, ever since I put on this Celestial Shell, like, this Terrablade is like going absolutely crazy. I also got a really fire idea, which is this. It's not that fire, but it's working. It even kind of goes well with the rain in the background. Electrosphere Launcher, not what we needed. Oh, we did also get the Brain Scramble, okay. So this thing, I believe, is pretty decent because... Doesn't it, like, attack enemies or something? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, that could actually be pretty good. So it's like the toy tank, but, like, not master mode, so... That could actually be a pretty big help with like, events and stuff. Since, you know, we do have to do this again. Well, time to go for round 2. Oh, here's our first saucer of this event. It's already going a whole lot better than it was last time. Just generally, I think I'm playing a whole lot better. And we got the Skutlix mount, which is helping us out a lot, like with these general enemies and stuff. And we've got the anti-gravity hook, which is some pretty good mobility. I just need the influx waiver. I got pretty much everything else I wanted. It's just influx waiver is the only thing we need now, and... Oh, I gotta be careful. Oh, jeez. Alright, so you gotta be careful this phase, obviously. Doesn't really matter what we use, but if we use the Golden Fist, that allows us, if we stay close to it, that allows for some pretty good... Oh, jeez. I'm getting a little bit too close for my own good here. I went out of my way to stand in the beam. There's the influx waiver, let's go, baby. Alright, so this bad boy does some more damage than the Terrablade. I'm not actually sure which is better though, like, because Terrablade got like a pretty decent buff, and then this thing I think actually got nerfed, so I don't know particularly which one is better, because that definitely seemed like it wasn't as strong, but I'm thinking maybe Influx Waiver could be better for like single targets, so I don't know, I don't actually know, like, I'm gonna use Influx Waiver though, even if it's not as good, I'm still gonna use it, just because, like, I've been using the Terrablade for a long time, so I think we deserve a little bit of a change of pace. So we'll mess around with it for a bit, and we'll see how it does. I think the good thing about this is that it definitely has a lot more game, like, long range. Like, with the projectile, you can hit it from, like, all the way over here, which isn't something you can do with the Terrablade. And also, if you're very close to it, I think the DPS is better. Like, that DPS is pretty crazy. So I think Terrablade is generally probably better, but, like, Influx Waiver definitely has its strengths, like, this is definitely very good still. It's making really quick work of that. For groups and like dealing with crowd control, I'd say Terrorblade is definitely the better one. I mean, Influx Waver is definitely not bad. I think it's more of like a single target kind of thing. Like if you can focus in on one of these guys, then like I think it takes them out quicker. But against like multiple targets, it's definitely not as good. So they definitely have very different uses now that Terrorblade isn't just like a single beam projectile. So like it's very quick to take out single things, but in crowd control groups like this, Terrorblade is probably superior. And I think even more than the Terrorblade, getting close to your enemies is like even more crucial, because when you hit them with the sword and the beam, and in addition to the multiple hits the beam has, it's like definitely really good. If I have low health or something like that, I think it's definitely like a safer option. I gotta get this out quick. See, this is something that the Terrorblade can't do as well. Like, this single target damage is like unmatched. Like, Terrorblade can still pack a punch, but like, this is why we use Influx Waver. Like, when you get real up close to it, this damage is crazy. So Terrorblade, obviously we're probably gonna use it in the future, but we're gonna put it away for now because we got some new stuff to mess around with. And we also got a lot of repeats of stuff I don't really care about, so we're gonna deal with all that real quick. Come on, don't screw me over anymore, Goblin Tinkerer. Demonic is pretty good, but we got a lot of money, so we're not settling for that. We're settling for the best and only the best, which is not the mistake I made last time. Don't worry about it. Godly, that is what we want. 172 damage, and with our Beetle Scale Mail, that damage is gonna ramp up a lot. So we've got pretty much everything we need. We've done Motion Invasion. If we go back to our little sign here, finished Pumping Frost Moon a long time ago. We did all of Golem, we did all Motion Madness. Now we need to do Duke Fishron. So Duke Fishron is going to be a challenge. He was buffed in 1.4.4. Back to his former glory, I presume. He has more health. His phase transitions, you can't damage him anymore. Which honestly, I have a lot of respect for that change, because you could like take out half his health when he's doing the phase change, because he stands there for like a good like several seconds, and that you can do a lot in that time. So I like that change. I think that's pretty cool. Excited to take him on now in melee with all this new stuff. I don't know what's going to be best. I'm thinking Influx Waver, Scourge of the Corrupto, Possessed Hatchet, Eye Cthulhu. Probably going to be my main four. I think my two swords here aren't going to be of much use. Terrorblade is probably good, but we've used Terrorblade enough. Influx Waver is in right now. We've got our Heart Lanterns. We need a whole lot of platforms, which we're going to get to in a minute. I need some wood to make it out of, though. Or actually, what we could do is we could go the asphalt route, because usually I like to save that for the Moonlord Arena, but look at how much gel and stone we have. I think we can afford to make a couple hundred of this. Blendomatic is right here. We made this a long time ago. We might as well make like just about all of it now. We are going to need a lot of asphalt. I think a good 1600 will probably do it. Obviously, we're not using that all for Duke Fishron, but as I've said probably 20 times by now, we're going to fight Moonlord with asphalt, so we're going to need that. But we are not going to use only asphalt. We are going to need some wood, because we're going to make a dual layered platform for this fight. So that means on the second layer, we're going to need platforms so we can actually move up from below. So that's going to be very important. So we're going to have two different layers. One of them is not going to be asphalt, but that's okay. I don't think there's anything else we need. We're going to bring potions, obviously. We're going to be doing Duke Fishron probably quite a bit, because I really want to get the Fishron wings. That is the best wings we can get before Moonlord, and we are definitely going to need the most mobility we can get. Not only for the Moonlord, but for stuff like Empress of Light as well. Just that little boost from the Fishron wings will really help us out. Alright, we're going to go over to this Ocean Arena, because the other one is the one with all my NPCs, and I don't really want them to die. So, on this layer right here, we're going to make our asphalt plane. Hopefully there aren't too many enemies to bother me while I do this, but it's just kind of how things go sometimes, but it should be relatively painless. I can't tell you how many times I've built a Duke Fishron Arena, and right as I'm doing this, I just fall off into the water, and I always have to like swim back up, and it was really annoying. But luckily we have Terraspark boots now, which I never used to make, not only because they weren't in the game, but even when they were in the game, I just didn't want to go out of my way to get them. I'd always just settle for Frostbark. Sometimes even lightning boots. Like, sometimes I didn't even go any further than that. But we don't settle for good enough in this series. We settle for the best, even though many a time I have, you know, strayed away from that kind of idea. See, settling for nothing but the best is how we lose all our money. And of course we need a little spot on the end here to actually do our fishing. But other than that, we put our torches here. Of course we gotta maneuver around this annoying part where our screen doesn't move. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Alright. So we're probably going to put one campfire in the middle, and the rest of them, we'll put the one campfire in the middle, and then the other one we'll just put on the top. It might not reach through all of our arena, but it shouldn't matter that much. If life or death is decided by our placement of our campfires, then we're probably doing something else wrong. Blood Moon was a really inconvenient time to do this because, well, I think you can see why. Just want to verify that I can actually, like, reach up there. Festive Wings are very good. Yeah, absolutely no problem with that. Actually, we can reach almost, like, twice as high as this. I mean, the main thing is making sure the Cthulhu NATOs don't get up here because that's what's going to be our main source of trouble. So I'm going to make it, like, a little bit higher. I just want the guarantee that they won't reach up here because they are very tall. Somehow harpies are reaching me from here. Like, I'm not even that high up. 474 feet. Why is this ocean so high? Either I just don't understand, or this game doesn't choose to follow real-life physics. Piss off. No, 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 no. God damn it. Influx Wave doesn't do as much piercing damage anymore. Piss off, do I have to deal with a Martian invasion right now? The whole point was that I was supposed to do Duke Fishline right now, and god damn it. All I had to do was not go in the range of that damn Martian probe, and now everyone I know and love is dead. I just realized I gotta get the truffle worms. Okay, you know, I'm not... Just leave me alone this once, please, please. No, not you, drone. Let me get the truffle worms. Where the fuck are they? There they are. Get them. Okay. Don't kill me, though. You better not kill me. Alright. I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with this. I got what I need. I have my fishing pole. We're fine. We're done. After boxing myself in for the day in order to get my nighttime celestial shell buffs, I think we're about ready. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I got all my buffs ready. I got my steak. I got my cursed flames. Most of this stuff in the void bag if possible, because I don't wanna have to risk it anything. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright. So I'm not sure what we're gonna start with. I'm gonna try Influx Wave a little bit because it's definitely good against single targets. Like this is the thing that the Terrorblade doesn't do. It hits multiple times and is much safer from far away. Like we're already like ripping through his health with this thing. It's crazy. Okay, gotta remember how to fight this guy. Gotta remember that there's actually like stuff to dodge. So yeah, Influx Wave are doing incredibly well so far. I didn't even use any of my buffs. Yeah, that might be important to know. But we gotta remember we can't attack him during the phase changes anymore. So we can use that as like a bit of time to like recoup basically. But he's just about there, so yeah, see we can't hit him right then. Alright. Phase 2 is harder though, so we gotta be careful. Does the longer lunges and spawns in the large tornadoes. So got our Master Ninja Gear coming in clutch here. But this is doing wonders against him. So the most important thing for me is keeping track of where the tornadoes are. So that is in the bottom right. So we want to stay away from the bottom right. But honestly, it's going incredibly fast with the Influx Wave. So I think we're almost there. Okay, stay away from there. And then this phase is difficult, but you gotta dodge away like that. Get down to the bottom though, so we can avoid the tornado. Keep dodging like this. Possessed Hatch is probably best here, so we don't have to worry about aiming. This phase is difficult though. Dodge away. Other way. Nice. Keeping it up. Oh, he does really big lunges. He'll basically always hit you. Shit. Oh, he's so low. Oh, god damn it. I didn't. Oh, okay. I probably should have practiced before I did this. I completely forgot, like, how the entire fight works. I just kind of, like, had to make it up as I went. Some decent grinding later, I have managed to get my hands on 14 truffle worms. So I was down there in the mushroom biome quite a lot, and it was pretty easy to get them actually. It didn't really require a whole lot of like farming. It was only like a day's worth. My goal with Duke Fishron is to get to the point where I don't need potions, because I have a limited number of potions, but I have a lot of truffle worms. So obviously we can't use them for. I put my mounts away. So obviously I don't want to make like 20 different kind of potions, because like honestly, I don't wanna be here all day, and I don't want to use up all my stuff. So basically, what my goal is I want to learn the fight. I want to take him down first of all. That's my goal, which I think I kind of already established in my first attempt. We kind of know how the fight goes now. I kind of needed a bit of like a refresher, so I'm not too upset that I lost. I mean, it was my first, I think it was the official first boss failure, which is okay, you know. I'm surprised we even made it up to this point, and I might be completely wrong. I might have died at some point, so let me know. But alright, we are heading in for round 2. Hopefully, it should go a little bit better this time. I think we can definitely do it. I'm going to stick with the same strategy, if at all possible, because the influx wave actually worked out very well. Like, the range damage that we got from it was, like, very, very good. So, I want to see if I can stick to using this. I definitely do want to try out some other weapons, but this definitely seems to be doing the job so far. So, if we can stick with this, learn how this works, and then try out different things after, that's probably the best course of action. Alright, top right is the tornado, so we want to stay away from top right. I'm going to have health potion just to get the cooldown going again. Just using the dashes is very crucial. Oh god. Shoot me. Shoot me. Oh, yeah, baby, we did it. Oh my god, gave me the flare on. Okay. Oh my god, we did it. Okay. That was pretty tough. I will admit, that was definitely the most difficult boss fight so far. I don't know if it's because the actual buff, or if it's just because I'm bad at the game, but that was pretty difficult. I struggled with that quite a bit. But, you know, I'm just glad we did it. We got this little guy, we got these two guys following us now. Wow, that was difficult, but we did do it without any potions, and I'm pretty proud of that. And we got a relic. We didn't get the flare on, but we got 11 more truffle worms. So I did die a couple times, but that's okay. All that matters is that we got him. Big man Duke Fishron is done. As I said, I don't know if it's because the buffs are not that made him difficult, but if it was the buffs that made him more difficult, then I just want to say Duke Fishron, pretty tough, you know. I gotta say, I definitely underestimated him. Give me that flare on. Fishron wings. Ooh, that is absolutely massive. Alright. Fishron wings. That's not the flare on. I'm gonna ignore that we haven't gotten it in like all this time, but these Fishron wings are just about the best wings in the game. Like, the only ones better is like Celestial Starboard and then like the Lunar wings, but like these are insanely good. Like, their flight time is like unparalleled, and the upward acceleration is really insane. So I'm actually really glad we got that. I thought that was going to take like 50,000 Duke Fishrons to get, but we actually got it before the flare on, which is, you know, a little unexpected. I thought it killed me. Don't do this to me, game. Don't test me. Oh, thank God. Flare on time. Let's go. This, by the way, probably a personal favorite weapon of mine, the flare on. Like, I think it used to be a whole lot better in the days where, like, you know, Duke Fishron, like, Golem were the final boss. Flare on, like, used to be my weapon. Like, this was my favorite weapon for a while. And it probably still is my favorite weapon. Not, like, my favorite in terms of, like, how much I use it these days, but just, like, the memories this thing has probably is my favorite. Also, we got 2 Fishron wings for 1 flare on, which is interesting. And we got like 5 of every other weapon before we got the flare on. But I'm not gonna complain. I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna complain about this stuff anymore. We got it, and we're done with that. Alright, flower power, unfortunately you're out. I am sorry, but flare on is in, and that is important. So, got the new lineup. I'm gonna probably use this thing quite a lot for both Empress of Light and for Old One's Army. I don't know how good it actually is because I haven't really used it in a while, like properly. I mean, I know they buffed it, so I think it definitely should be up there. Alright, let's get a good reforge for this guy right here. Let's do it. That's not what I wanted. Give me something good for this guy. We need like top tier kind of stuff here. Not settling. There we go. Godly. Not selling for anything else. 113 damage, but that is for each one of these bubbles that also home in, so this should be very effective. Alright, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We took down Duke Fishron. I'm actually going to end the episode here because the episode's getting pretty long already. We did a lot of stuff today. So next episode, we're going to do Empress of Light, Old One's Army Tier 3, and then maybe Lunatic Cultist. I don't know how much we'll have time to do, but we did a lot today, and I hope you guys stick around to the final episode. So thank you, and I will see you next time.